take one, we're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this.
Hundreds gathered to pay their respects to Timothy Cunningham. The body of the Centers for Disease Control commander was found in the Chattahoochee River more than 7 weeks after he was reported missing. As Channel 2's Wendy Halloran reports, his family is trying to move forward by honoring his memory.
Terrell and Tia Cunningham, Tim's parents, said goodbye to their son, an accomplished young man, Morehouse College and Harvard University graduate.
As we celebrate Timothy's life, we do come together in grief.
Hundreds of his colleagues at the CDC and friends mourning the loss, calling him a treasured member of the CDC family, saying his work as an epidemiologist was invaluable in protecting the CDC's efforts to protect the health of Americans. He was also a graduate of Lead Atlanta.
He distinguished himself as a leader of leaders.
Cunningham went missing on February 12th, days after learning he was not selected for the position of branch chief at the CDC. His parents said they had concerning calls with him prior to his disappearance.
We waited. We searched. We cried. We prayed.
Earlier this month, his remains were found in the Chattahoochee River, putting an end to his mysterious disappearance. The cause of death was drowning. No signs of foul play. Whether it was intentional is still under investigation.
We've tried to recall the words we may have misunderstood and the meaningful looks we didn't notice and the words we imagined that were on the tip of Tim's tongue.
But today was about the legacy he leaves behind. Wendy Halloran, Channel 2 Action News Night Beat.
Cunningham's family says donations can be made to Morehouse College in his name or to the homeless ministry at Atlanta's First United Methodist Church.
Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends, and my faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers. Subscribers, I get that wrong over here. Today is June 5th. It's approximately about 5:40 in the evening. I wasn't going to do a video today, but I saw I posted on my Facebook page an article from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution about Timothy Cunningham, the video you just saw, who disappeared 7 weeks ago, and they later found his body in the Chattahoochee River, and they buried him recently. They released an article in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. They did an investigation. It was released on June 4th. So today is the 6th, so approximately 2 days ago, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution released an article, and in that article it says that Timothy Cunningham struggled with his sexuality. And when was upset he hadn't landed a promotion, and he lived with a chronic disease, family and friends told the Atlanta police. So Atlanta police knew that Timothy Cunningham was battling some issues. He had some serious issues there. So it's no longer a mystery how the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention epidemiologist died. Going down to destroy that word. Cunningham committed suicide by drowning himself. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution on Monday obtained more than 600 pages of documents that show how the extensive investigation unfolded. 600 pages of documents that show how extensive this investigation was. Though there are hints at the personal struggles Cunningham was facing, there are no definitive reasons. The biggest question is why. Cunningham, 35, was reported missing from his northwest Atlanta home in February. Just over 7 weeks later, his body was pulled from the Chattahoochee River. An autopsy determined Cunningham drowned, but the case remained over for 6 weeks while investigators were determining if the drowning was accidental. They reviewed evidence and transcriptions of interviews with family, friends, and co-workers from an extensive investigation that began on February the 14th, the day his parents reported him missing. So the day his parents reported him missing, the Atlanta police jumped on the spot and started their investigation. They dug deep. You have to figure things out for yourself. Those were among the last words Cunningham told his sister Tiana over the phone, she told police. The siblings were close and spoke frequently. But in their last conversation, Tiana thought her older brother sounded paranoid. When Cunningham stopped responding to his family's calls, it alarmed his parents, who drove from Maryland to his Atlanta home. All of their son's personal items, including his SUV and beloved dog, Mr. Bojangles, had been left behind. His parents found some of his clothes in the trash bins outside the garage, they told police, but there was no sign of Cunningham. So how did Cunningham, who knew how to swim, end up dead in the Chattahoochee River? We may never be able to tell you how he got into the river, said Atlanta police, Mayor Michael O'Connell, April 5th, 2 days after Cunningham's body was found. So a lot of people are pointing towards his job. So they said, did his job play a role? The story quickly made national headlines due to his job at the CDC. Social media responded with wild speculation. I read this mess on social media. Black folks, they will come up with some damn conspiracy theory shit. Oh my God, the stuff that I read is all fake, false. They just make it up. How do I know they made shit up about me that was fake and false? Social media responded with wild speculation about connections between the work he had for the CDC and his disappearance. We're very aware of the conspiracy theories, O'Connor said at the February 27 news conference. Police said there were very few leads in the case, but tipsters around the country believe they'd seen Cunningham and contacted police. A woman in Hawaii said she believed Cunningham was her new neighbor. Lord, people are insane. Cunningham's research focused on health disparities related to race, socioeconomic status, gender, and geography, according to his colleagues. His work was published in numerous journals. After teaching the undergraduate class, bottom line, we can read this shit all day long. Then people went through 600 pages of documents. And in those documents, they found out that this man was gay. Though he didn't identify himself as gay, so he had feelings towards men, and that he didn't consider himself like. Okay, she said that Tim talked. They talked to a friend of his, Nell Reed, her best. After delivering a baby on February 9th, Nell Reed sent her best friend, Mr. Cunningham, a picture of her newborn, and he congratulated her in a text message. Cunningham was to be her daughter's granddaughter, but days after giving birth, Reed learned that Cunningham was missing. Reed, who lives in Texas, told police told Reed that this is his best friend, who lives in Texas, told police that Cunningham had struggled with his sexual identity, and in 2010 he had a nervous breakdown. 2010, that was 8 years ago. She said that Tim talked to her about his feelings toward men and that he didn't consider himself, like most gay men don't consider themselves, go out and meet some of these motherfuckers out here, they will tell you in a heartbeat, I ain't gay, but they sucking dick and get fucked in the ass all night long. But we'll talk about that in another video. So he didn't identify himself as gay. Cunningham told Reed about reconnecting with a former Morehouse classmate. She said the person had been coming to Tim's house and that Tim began to question whether the person was playing with his feelings. So it was a relationship that was going about, something was not right here. In an interview with investigators, the classmate said Cunningham come on to him in recent months. About 2 weeks before Cunningham's disappearance, the man blocked his number on his cell phone. He said he didn't want to be confrontational because they moved in the same social circles, but it was obvious to him that Mr. Cunningham was making light advances. So Mr. Cunningham was trying to make a move on one of his ex-friends, a friend from Morehouse, and this man was not receptive to this. Maybe he was straight, maybe he didn't like Mr. Cunningham, I don't know. On February 9th, Cunningham was alone at the L Bar in Atlanta when he saw his former classmate on a date with the woman, so he was straight. The two men shook hands. The following morning, Cunningham asked the man to go out for breakfast, but he declined. All right. You all can read all that mess on the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I'll post. Okay. The man committed suicide. I call this day one. When that man first disappeared, and I was looking at that news report and saw that man up there, I knew he was gay. Y'all, I'm an old dinosaur around here. I'm serious. I have lived here in Atlanta for a very long time, 30 years, and I've said that a million times. But that 30 years has given me experience. You know how many people y'all, over the years, I have met many black gay men who committed suicide. Guys that I knew personally. And they committed suicide for sometimes reasons I didn't quite understand. The vast majority of them committed suicide over their sexuality. They didn't like being gay. Other issues that came with being gay. And I had friends who committed suicide because they tested positive for HIV. I know of a friend who committed suicide because his partner was sentenced to federal prison for 5 years. He killed himself upon hearing this. He committed suicide. The partner that was sentenced to federal prison for 5 years now been out of prison now about 15 years or longer. walking these streets, and that man is dead because he committed suicide because his partner got 5 years in prison. There's a lot of mental illness that goes along with being a black gay man. But we won't deal with it in the black gay community. We ignore it. We ignore it. We ignore it. We don't see it. It doesn't exist. But it's right in front of us like a wild elephant in the room. It's like a white pink elephant just sitting there. But we won't acknowledge it in our community. Y'all, I've been around here for a long time. I have met so many guys here in Atlanta. I can meet a guy, have one conversation with them, and kind of know if they off or not. Now, some of these guys will try to deceive you, play a lot of games. They'll manipulate you. But the ones who are not trying to hide or manipulate you, you can have one conversation with you and know they're crazy as fucking hell. The vast majority of these black gay guys are crazy as motherfucking hell. You can quote me on that. The vast majority of these black gay men are crazy as motherfucking hell. Why? Because society has done it to them. Has done them in society, black society, friends, family, school, education, religion. Whoa, that's the nuclear bomb of them all. It's like a big bomb exploding. Religion. This is my light that for the camera. I'm not supposed to be in the video. Religion is a doozy. It does motherfuckers in. Some people can't break free from that fake ass bullshit. And they let it destroy their lives. Been around for a long time. And then some people have the nerve to say black men don't commit suicide. I'm thinking, oh my God. Do you motherfuckers not watch the news? Do you not read newspapers or magazine articles? Black men commit suicide in record numbers. What is going on here? We don't want to see that. I don't know what's wrong with black folks, gay and straight. Something's wrong with us as a collective group of people that is mind-boggling to me. Black people don't commit suicide now. You mean to say all the people that I know who committed suicide, which is quite a few people, what, was it a murder? Something's wrong with black folks. If you are black and you think black people don't commit suicide, something's wrong with you. Black people commit suicide on a regular basis, just like any other race. In fact, black folks have it the hardest in America and other countries around the world, so they are more inclined to commit suicide because of the issues they face mentally, and they don't get any help. Because we look down upon people who get help. I can tell you about that. Oh, he's taking a medication for anxiety. That's not good. Well, I'm thinking, what? Niggas are crazy, y'all. Niggas is crazy, y'all. Niggas are crazy! You're not going to live amongst this bullshit. So everybody on Facebook is writing all this stuff thinking it's a conspiracy theory of some type that took place and that this man, that somebody, but nobody can point out any proof. These people just, they did, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the Atlanta police did 600 pages worth of the documentation. The man was gay and not happy with his sexuality, not sure how to move forward, not willing to be open, had very religious parents. You see, he buried his ass in a damn church. Very religious parents from a very religious background. He was very religious himself. All that played a factor in this. But some of us will believe it's a conspiracy theory to the day we die because we don't want to acknowledge or accept that black people do commit suicide, that we do suffer from depression. It's funny because Kate Spade today committed suicide. She's a white woman who's 55 years of age, well-to-do, wealthy. I think about all the people I know who committed suicide, actors and actresses and singers and dancers, people like Robin Williams. These people were successful, had wealth and fame. Depression is a disease that's deadly. And for a lot of black gay men, they might not jump into the Chattahoochee River. They might not pull a gun to their head like some of my friends did and shoot themselves in the head. A lot of them would just turn their ass up and allow 10,000 niggas to fuck them out of condom. That's their form of suicide. And it's happening right as we speak. I've been around for a long motherfucking time. I hope to be around a little bit longer too so I can continue to watch this madness and chaos and confusion here in Atlanta. These black men are lost here. They won't go get help. A lot of these black gay guys don't want to say, I'm black, gay, and proud. I used to do periodically on my Facebook page, I would post, are you black, gay, and proud, yes or no? I would get no responses. And mine used to 20,000, 30,000 people on Facebook. Nobody would respond to that. All these gay guys, none of them can say, I'm black, gay, and proud. But they come up with all these letters in the alphabet, LGBTQT and all this other shit and all this other stuff, but they don't want to acknowledge who they are. There's a lot of shame and stigma, unfortunately, that comes with being black and gay for other folks. They ain't proud to be y'all motherfuckers. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm proud of who I am. Y'all can kiss my black ass. See, you're not going to bring me down because I'm gay. You can go to motherfucking hell. Although hell don't exist, I created for your motherfucking ass so you can go to it. I don't have time for that ignorance. Timothy Cunningham killed himself because he was gay. He didn't know how to accept and be happy who he was. He didn't know how to sit down and come to terms with his sexuality. He had a nervous breakdown in 2010. Here it is, 2018, and you still suffering with issues from this? Because of your job, because of your family members, because of your friend. You don't have to tell these people, fuck y'all, I'm going to go live my life. I did it a long time ago. I said, fuck y'all. I'm going to go live my life happily and ain't look back. This is my fucking life. My life. I'm going to let you demons destroy me because you don't like who I am. It's unfortunate. And I can honestly say, though, over the years, I did seek psychiatric help. I need to be in the psychiatric help right now. I always said, because I strongly believe you need somebody to talk to bounce the feelings that you're having in your mind and in your heart off an individual who's a professional at this and knows how to help you get through. I had a great psychiatrist in the early 90s when I was in my 20s. I was having these horrible relationships, bad friendships, coming out of being a Jehovah's Witness religion. He got me to, every session after session after session, he pounded in my head about being happy and proud and going on with my life. And distancing myself from bad things and bad people and bad situations, even if it was family members. You got to move forward and be proud and happy of who you are, because nobody's going to live your life for you but you. Timothy Cunningham, this man committed suicide, but some of you will never accept it. Yeah, they say black people don't commit suicide. I'm thinking black folks don't commit suicide. What in the hell is going on now? As a race of people, black Americans, there's a hell of a lot of mental illness in our community. And if you think black people don't commit suicide, you are crazy as motherfucking hell. They do commit suicide in various forms every day. And we have to acknowledge that. Because if we don't acknowledge it, we can't fix the issue. Some issues, if you don't acknowledge that something's wrong, you won't fix it. This has to be dealt with. Depression has to be dealt with in our community. Accepting your sexuality has to be dealt with. Accepting the fact that you're HIV positive, if that's the case. They say that this man was dealing with a chronic disease. Did he have HIV? Strong possibility. He was black man, possibly gay, living in Atlanta. It's a strong, but people are not going to like what I just said. But it's a strong possibility that that man was battling HIV. Because he had a chronic illness. But they wouldn't say which one it was. It'll come out soon. I'm confident that this man committed suicide. I knew from day one, I saw he didn't kill himself. When I looked at his pictures, I looked at those videos, and I said, this man is gay. I can clock a gay man from 10 miles away. And I said, oh yeah, he gay over there. I can clock a gay person. I can, just from looking at pictures and talking video, I know they're gay. I've been around a lot of gay people. Here's another issue too. A lot of my gay friends who are gay, they don't really deal with the gay community like I have dealt with the gay community. I've immersed myself in the gay community when I got here. I've been with gay folks for years. Some people really stay back at a different. They may come in and have sex. They may meet guys. But for the most part, they stay back. But I was right there in the midst of everything. I met a hell of a lot of people. I can clock a gay person from 10,000 miles away. There's no question. When I meet somebody, I don't even have questions about it in my mind. Once my mind tells me, oh, this person's gay, that's just it. I don't care if they're married, children, dog, cat, neighbor. I really don't care. I really don't care at all. But I also think I don't know what to say about our community. It's very frustrating being a black gay man. I met so many guys, none of these guys are registered to vote. How could you live in Atlanta? You don't register to vote, you don't participate in anything, but you live here. You go to these clubs, you run around the streets, you work in jobs here, you suffering here in Atlanta, but you won't even stand up and represent yourself in the polling booth. So many black folks, gay people feel like they're nothing. They don't want to identify with who they really are. That means standing up for who you are, fighting for who you are. I look at all these guys who are HIV positive in Atlanta, hiding, scared, afraid of their status, just sitting in the closet instead of standing up and uniting and fighting for resources, for medications, for all kinds of shit. They won't do it. They won't do it. They'd rather go hide someplace. Find it odd to me. Timothy Cunningham, this man committed suicide. I've seen it I've seen so many guys commit suicide here in Atlanta. Handsome, attractive guys. I sit back and say, wow. I'd be bed sleeping, get that call. They found so-and-so dead. He hung himself. I said, he hung himself? Where? In his house? That beautiful house? Are you sure? Yeah. Left the suicide note. I said, wow. And we all gather around. We go get breakfast or something. You sit there in shock. Never forget one year I had a party, a few years back, and I had a party at the house up in Buckhead. And one of my friends, who I just used to be so in love with, he was such a cute guy. And we were all swimming in the pool, laughing and playing and stuff. I remember he running out there, jumping in the pool naked, and I had to go get him some swimming trunks. And we were just laughing. All night long, we laughing and playing and joking, and everybody's having fun. He committed suicide that night when he went home. He had found out he was HIV positive. We found this all out from his mother. He didn't say one word to us at that party. He's laughing, having fun, having a great time, but inside his mind, there was a whole bunch of shit going on inside his head that he couldn't discuss with us. He went home and committed suicide. That day, that night. For a long time after that, I thought, no, somebody must have killed this man. He was just at my house laughing, joking, playing, we all having a good time. He's driving a brand new car. I just didn't understand it. And it took me a while because I was young. This happened to happen. 2001, 2002. Yeah, 2001, 2002. I was in my early 30s. And it took me a while to accept the fact that this man found out he was positive. A very handsome, attractive guy who just bought a new house down. He had a beautiful house down off of Hamilton Road. He had a brand new house. Had a new car, had a great job, great income. Just all his just a handsome, attractive person that was just beautiful. He committed suicide because he had found out he had tested HIV positive. He never told us anything. He never gave anybody an opportunity to help him. I could tell you some stories, y'all. It ain't with me. When you say that this man did this is a conspiracy theory, you're creating lies. We have to understand what's happening in our community to get these guys some help. When you say bullshit like black folks don't commit suicide, you a motherfucking lie. Stop this bullshit. You niggas get on my fucking nerves. We do commit suicide. You all need to acknowledge it. It could be an ignorant as fucking hell. Pisses me the fuck off. I read that, it made me so fucking mad. I'm sick of it. Yes, we commit suicide. Yes, we harm ourselves. You all need to grow the fuck up. I'm sick of this shit. And to say this shit and believe this shit. I've watched this shit with my own two eyeballs for years. I know what the fuck is going on in this town. I'm sick of it. Tired of it. Throw that at this motherfucker. Had enough. This man committed suicide. And we have to acknowledge it and accept that. Like all the rest of them. Quit fooling yourselves and lying. Because it's not going to make it better for anybody else. How can we move forward and do something positive when we lying to our motherfucking selves about every fucking thing? This is sad. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.